Mojave. Okay. Rolling Mojave. It was going to be the Creighton, but now we get to actually what?
Stick to what was it.
No, unbox it. That's correct there, young lady. Cat. Cat. You're awesome. Don't worry. All right. Here you go. Now you remember what I told you, right? All right, guys. First off, I'm going to say very excited about this one. Probably going to be one of my favorites, and it's definitely my favorite. How do I say? Idea of a vehicle. I think it's awesome. I really do. And so we'll crack it open and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But my point is that this is probably going to be one of my faves. I already had to have faves, and I love them all in each different ways. But this one here, when you talk about all of them put together, and I have to choose, then this is probably going to be one of my favorites, or at least I hope it is, from the profile of what I've seen of the car and what I've checked out on the car. All right, well, like I said, we'll talk more after it's open. Here we go, guys. Never before I used to be all like, I can't mess up the video. No, it's all right. All right. Are you ready, guys?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So it was an Outcast.
It was what?
An Outcast.
Yes, it was. What made you think it wasn't?
Hmm. Confusion?
I know, I understand, but what confused you? You be
Well,
honest.
as I said earlier, we have have a Dementor, we have a Red Cat, we have a Traxxas,
I
and a
love this car
Pirate.
already. Are you kidding me? I will say the body, for some reason, when I looked at it before, it looks toyish, but I know it's not. I've seen the Italian, and the Italian just looks, man, looks sleek. You know? We've all seen it, haven't we, guys? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
The reason why I say it like that is because, you know, the truth be told, the confusion that Kat is feeling is because we've already unboxed this, haven't we? We unboxed this already. And we unboxed the Italian already. I just haven't downloaded the videos because I knew I was going to have to unbox this again. And anyways, my point is that we've already unboxed this because now I put the Italian back on back order through A-Main Hobbies. And I did that, right? Is that better?
Mhm.
If I do this. There you go. I did that. And it's, you know, and I bought a bunch of cars through there. As you can see, I got a bunch of cars. The thing of it is that it was on back order. That means I was one of the first people to buy it. Now, it became in stock, but yet it never shipped out for like a week. Now, so I never understood that. Like you do. Like I call them up. Yeah. So I can order it right now to VME in like 3 days. Yep, sure will. No problem. And they've never lied to me. They've never done anything like that. So I assumed, okay, they're probably telling the truth. And then I'll hit them with, well, I actually have Italian Success ready to run EXB on back order from like a month ago. And instead, then all of a sudden it's, oh, those ones aren't in it till blah, blah, blah. What do you mean those ones? You know, but either way, I said, okay, fine, it'll take a little bit longer to come in, it doesn't matter, I'll have the truck. Whatever, Name has never done me wrong. You know, and it's still not a bad company, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm definitely not bashing. I'm just telling the story, not story, but telling the truth, and just leaving it at that. And that is that, you know, when I got the car, the front wheel was bent to a way that, like, I'm a hobbyist and I can fix things, and I probably could have fixed that, but it almost looked like the arm was too short. Like the person who made it, like, made the arm too short for the top, so it was slanted in. It wasn't probably a big enough deal that, you know what I mean, if the arm broke, you could replace it, probably whatever, or you could take both arms off and put 2 arms on. It probably would have fixed the problem, is my guess. However, I took a look at it and I couldn't see anything that it just didn't camber up right. It didn't. The other one had a little bit of what it's supposed to have, but this one was clearly out of whack. I took pictures. I brought it to AMA, well, sent it to AMA. They agreed, and so they threw me $50 on my credit to get the parts to fix this, because I said if I gotta get the arms and stuff, then, you know, how much is that? So they gave me $50 credit. However, also when I went to plug it in, and I'm telling you, I was excited for this car. Are you kidding me? It's Italian EXB ready to run. It's a ripper. I want to rip. I like ripping. Ripping is like almost as fun as jumping and flipping. I enjoy jumping and flipping the most. But ripping, man, come on, man. And that thing, just look at it. It wants to rip. You know what I mean? It's a ant on steroids. It wants to rip through dirt and stuff. You know what I mean? So I was excited for this car. Not to mention, I wanted to see what it could do jumping, even with the skinny tires, because you know, with the heavier tires, you get better jump, flip, stuff like that. So even with the skinny tires, I want to see what it would do. Even, you know, it didn't even need to flip, but I would love that car. So as you can tell, I was very excited for this car. So, what can I tell you? What I can tell you is this: that when I went to plug it in, the receiver was not bound. I mean, to me, pay $800 for a ready-to-run, claiming to be EXB. I'm not claiming, it is an EXB. EXB car that, you know, to a novice, as a person that would want maybe one or two RC cars, or maybe even only one, I would choose probably the Outcast if I only could choose one. And the Outcast does everything it claims it can do, and not break, because it's an EXB, right? If it can do that, I would choose the Outcast EXB as probably the go-to car. There's other cars too that would be just as good, but that would be a car that I would look at for sure, and definitely probably get. I love the Outcast. I have the Notoriouses because the Notorious only comes in 6S. So the 6S Notoriouses here, they, like I said, are the same. Oh no, I didn't say. They're the same exact thing as the Outcast. I never cared for the body of the Outcast 6S. I've been trying to get the Outcast 4S now. I love that car too, and I really want to get it, but as everybody knows, it's on